Hello. Okay, so there's nobody watching, but I'm here. I'm going to pop out this chat so that I can look at it a little bit from time to time. Uh, Nobody's watching, so maybe I should go and tell people that I'm streaming. Let's go do that. Let's do that. See if anybody decides they want to come. Let's post on Instagram first, because that's where I have most of my people. There we go. Picture. Nope. That's just what? Cancel. Go away. Do what I tell you. I'm sorry if you can hear my voice being all craggly and gross. Let's hope people see this, because last time I tried to live stream, it did not happen. It did not work. So I'm hoping that this will. I'm gonna go to my Twitter as well. Announce, be on my Twitter. Only I can only do that on here because I don't have the Twitter app. Why don't I have the Twitter app? I have no idea. I just don't. So right now, nobody is watching, which I can explain a little bit just in case I decide to keep this video up on my channel. So right now, I'm home alone. The only people, quote unquote, that I have with me are my 3 dogs. You will probably hear them. They are loud and annoying and like to be heard. One of them is running back and forth in the hallway behind me, so if you can hear her, that's what she's doing. She's playing fetch with herself. She'll toss the toy over her shoulder, and then she'll run and go get it, and then she'll pick it up and she'll toss it the other direction and run and go get it. It's adorable, also kind of annoying. Live on YouTube right now. You should come and watch, because that makes me happy. I like to post stuff like, because that'll make me happy, and hopefully that means people, I don't know, psychology? That's not how psychology works. You'd think I would know. I'm studying to be a psychologist. So I have my stream chat up. One person is watching. Hello, one person. Hello. Who are you? Hello. They're watching, but they're not in the chat. Okay. So it has been, oh wow, it's already been 3 minutes. Okay, I should probably start drawing then. Let's see. I will try to keep the stream up, the stream chat up. Maybe what I'll do is I will pop the stream up on my phone so that I can hear my stream chat. Maybe that's what I'll do, and I can read my chat. I think that'll say that 2 people are watching then, maybe? Is that what that says? I don't know. No, it still says 1 person watching, so maybe that 1 person left and now it's just recording me. You never know. Either way, let's get to drawing. It's kind of really relieving to know that this is happening. So, character that I'm going to be drawing is Delphine Belladonna, and the reason that I am drawing Delphine Belladonna is because of this flower that exists in the real world called Delphinium belladonna. Let's get a picture of that so I can put it in my stream and in my Krita document. Delphinium belladonna. And I thought that was a really pretty name for a flower. So I'm going to write in here quickly. Let's do it in purple. Why not? Setting up. Ooh. Alrighty. Let's draw some fun things. Okay, so I am setting up. It's kind of weird to see the stream delay on my phone right now and to know that I'm delayed by that much. But here we go. Let's add in the Delphinium belladonna. Let's bring that down here. So this is what Delphinium belladonna is. It's a little blue or purple flower that I thought, I don't know why. I heard the name Delphinium belladonna and my mind immediately went to Delphine. So that's what I decided to name this character. And so when I heard Delphine belladonna, I was really interested, and I thought that would be a really fun name for a sort of regal, princely, almost vampiric, or princessly, I guess, almost vampiric figure. And so I decided that I wanted to do that. And so now on the side, I am looking for some poses that might be interesting for Delphine. So that I can kind of get a loose sketch of Delphine. Is there anybody in my chat? Is there anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Type in the chat if you're here. I want to hear you. All right. Let's leave a little chat message. There we go. So for me, it is 1:58 p.m. Yesterday was a pretty exhausting day for me. I'm not even gonna lie, even a little bit. Here, let's just get rid of this and come back to it later. Let's just leave the little flowers up in the corner. Let's use my little sketchy tool. I don't know why. I'm really enjoying using this tool. What is it? Hang on, let's come back over it. Curve Smooth. So I really like using this one as a sort of sketch tool. Hello, Tills Extreme Fan 101. How you doing? How you doing? I'm really enjoying using this as a sort of sketching tool. So because it kind of reminds me of a little sketchy pencil. Let's draw a little face. This is where a little face will be. Let's try a little 3/4 angle action. I'm not very good at that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad somebody's actually watching the stream. I wasn't thinking anybody was going to, so I'm glad somebody's watching. Are you a subscriber, or did you just find this randomly? That's what I want to know. I don't know. I'm like going awkwardly quiet in between responses. It's great. Draw a little circle. That's what I do. Draw a little circle for a body. How am I going to pose her? Let's see, because this is important. Oh, cool. You're a subscriber. Well, how do you like my videos? What are your favorite kinds of videos that I post? Get a little in touch with my subscribers. See what they think. Let's give a little shoulder. Here's a shoulder. There. That's totally a shoulder, guys. What are you talking about? Okay. Just gonna like sitting down, so that's like her billowy skirt. Billowy skirt. That looks terrible, but you know what? We'll go with it. We'll run with it for now, and we'll tweak the pose as we go. I don't know. What is my dog doing? Kara, come here. My dog is making crazy noises, and I don't trust it. I'm not gonna get up and leave my stream, but I don't trust it. Let's hope my dog comes over here in a minute. Oh, you left the house, the Gothic mansion thing? That was really fun. I really like that one. I want to do more like architecture drawings. Oh, here's my dog. Okay, there we go. I can trust you now. I can see you. Come here. I want to do more like architecture drawings. I thought that was really fun to draw the house and the style of it all. I used to think I kind of couldn't draw like houses and cityscapes, and I think that kind of got in my way for a long time. But Inktober was sort of my way of just going, you know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna draw what I want. And I think that was pretty helpful, because it kind of forced me to get away from my rules about what I thought I could and could not do. This pose is turning out kind of terrible, but you know what, we're gonna go with it and shape it up as we go, because nothing ever starts perfect, right? There you go, a little optimism for you guys. Oh, the Dodie Clark fan art. Dodie Clark is amazing. I would play Dodie Clark, but I feel like that would be rude and taking away from her monetization, so I won't do that. Also, don't want to get yelled at by the YouTubes, the almighty YouTube gods. I have been yelled at by the almighty YouTube gods a few times before, and it was not fun. I did not like it. Let's see if I can save this pose, because the pose that I'm drawing here is not... It's of Princess Margaret from 1949. I don't know who that is, but Princess Margaret. 1949 pose reference. There we go. The Dodie fan art happened kind of by accident, though, which is kind of, I don't know why I keep saying kind of, which is the funny part. Let's import, bring in, let's see, did I save it here or did I save it somewhere else? I saved it here. Awesome. See, this is the pose I was going for. That's not what it looks like. It does not look right. But let's, come on, transform. There we go. Let's shrink that down over here a little bit. See, that's what I was going for with the billowy skirt. Didn't happen. Okay. Let's hope now that I have this here, that'll help. And I would pull up some references on my phone so that I could see them more immediately, but I have my stream up on my phone, and that's how I'm seeing the stream chat, so I won't do that. So, Tills Extreme Fan 101, is that what you want me to call you? What do you want me to call you? There we go. That looks a little better. Let's get rid of the belladonna for a minute. I don't need the belladonna right now. Oops, I started drawing on the wrong layer. No! I hate it when that happens. Okay, let's come back and redraw these lines over here so I can edit them all. Oops. The hand isn't right either. Let's fix this arm, because this arm doesn't look right. Because it's not right. That's not the pose that the original drawing had it in. Also, I think I made her body a little too thin. Tills or Tilly? Okay, Tills or Tilly, I can do that. I can do that. So, Tills. What's up? How's your day been? What have you been doing today? Because I have been doing a whole lot of nothing. Fridays are the days that I don't have any classes scheduled. I have classes every other day of the week, but not Friday. And so I just kind of chill while I'm doing nothing, because I should be doing my university homework, but I'm not. Oh, no, don't hate your real name. I used to hate my real name. I used to wish that I was named Christina, and it was my middle name. Hello, swirly rainbow cow art. How you doing? Let's fix this neck thing that we've got going, because she looks like she's hunched forward, and I don't like that. Oh, why did I choose this one? Let's go this way. Haha, she looks like she's hunched forward, and I don't like it, so I'm going to fix her posture. You've been trying to convince your girlfriend to get a dog all day. You know what? Dogs are amazing. I love dogs. I have 3 of them. I want to do a video where I draw all 3 of my dogs, but I'm kind of terrified to, because I usually suck at drawing animals. So, look out for that. That may come in the future. Oh, why doesn't she want a dog? Who doesn't want a dog? Dogs are great. Dogs are great. Until they puke on your carpet, which my dog did earlier. You know, it happens. Okay. Let's draw like little Handy shapes. Handy shapes. How's everybody doing? I have 2 people in the chat. How many people are watching? I have no idea. Let's look. 2 people are watching. I should have guessed. Should have been obvious. Let's come and fix this little hand shape thing here. I don't know why I'm being so, like, really in-depth specific about this weird hand shape, but I am. I don't know why I chose something with a complex hand pose, but I did. Oh, she doesn't trust you with the dog, huh? Ouch. I don't trust me with a dog, but I have 3 of them, so one of them is currently staring at me with this look in her eyes like, throw the toy. Throw the toy. It's not gonna happen, but she wants it to happen. Let's draw like a little outline of a dress. It is weird to look over at the stream and see it being several like seconds behind. That's really weird. I have 3 dogs. Let's see if I don't know if I have any pictures of them, but if I do, I'll put them up. Let's look for some pictures of my dogs. Let's look through the files first, see if I have pictures of them. Because if I don't have pictures of them on my computer, I have pictures of them on my phone. My dogs are, I have 2 Chihuahuas. One is really old and has like this sort of milky cover on her eyes because she's old. The other is like a quarter Pomeranian, like her dad was a mix Pomeranian and Chihuahua. And my third is my big one, the one who's looking at me right now, is the German Shepherd and Newfoundland mix, which makes her a rather large dog compared to my 2 Chihuahuas. And she loves it. I'm going to pull up the stream chat up here while I look for pictures of my dogs. I don't have pictures of my eldest dog on my phone. What the heck, me? Where is the obvious bias? So there's my middle dog. Hang on, let's see. Oh, no, I do have a picture of Cece. So my dog's the, oh no! The eldest dog, the Chihuahua, is Cece. The youngest, or the middle dog, the other Chihuahua who's quarter Pommy, is Coco. She sleeps in my room. And then the biggest one is Kara. And they're all C names because that was what we wanted to do. Here, let's send those pictures to myself. And then I will put them up on the stream so you guys can see my dogs. Dog pictures. Send. You arranged to pick up a Labrador. You still haven't told her. Oh no. That could be a mess. Oh, security alert. Psh, it was me. It's like, you've now been linked to an XSplit account. What are you gonna do? Nope, it's just me. Nope. It's okay. It's just me. It's just me, YouTube. Okay, let's come over to my, I don't have my Gmail open. Let's open my Gmail real quick and hope that doesn't mess with the stream. I don't know why it would, but I'm paranoid. Take a drink of my soda. Let's save some dog pictures. The picture of Cece is really grainy and far away, but it gets the point across. Oh my goodness, Kara. Excuse you. So let's show these in my folder so I can name them accordingly. Kara. Come on. My laptop's a little mad at me because I'm streaming, so it's being kind of slow. No, don't do that. No, come on. Coco. I have to wait for it to do everything. She's gonna kill me and I'm gonna get a Worst Girlfriend of the Year award. You know what? I can see that. But you know what? Maybe after she sees the dog, she'll be like, I'm in love with this dog. And she'll be mad at you, but she'll love the dog. I know my parents surprised me and my brother with the eldest of our dogs. My mom did not want a dog, but she was going to shelters with my dad to kind of indulge him because he really, really wanted a big dog. So she was like, fine, I'll come with you to the shelters. We're probably not going to get anything. She was kind of intending to just not deal with it. And she'll love the dog more than me. No way. Psh. Let's bring the stream back up on my phone real quick. There we go. So I can see this chat there. That'll make it easier. She won't love the dog more than you. I love my dog more than I love myself. I don't know how I was going to end that sentence. I love my dog. But, yeah, dogs can be a lot of work. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, right. My parents... Oh no. Why is my stream offline? Oh, it said my stream was offline. I'm sorry. I don't know why my stream cut out. I'm sorry. The reference picture is of someone named Princess Margaret. I don't know who she is, but her name is Princess Margaret. The picture is from 1949. Let's see if I can figure out who she is. Princess Margaret. It immediately comes up with cause of death. That's sad. So she is Queen Elizabeth's daughter, which explains why they look so much alike. She's dead. That's very sad. That's very sad. Oh, is it her sister? It says here it's her daughter. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it confused me. It does say sibling. You're right. I'm sorry. I suck. No, you were right the first time. That actually makes a lot more sense. Countess of Snowdon. I do not know enough about British history. I'm sorry. I need to figure out a little bit more about history in general because I love history. So let's import my doggy pictures. Let's see if they saved. Oh, those would be in my downloads though. Here's the biggest one. I don't know how big it's gonna make this picture. Oh, there's the dog. Giant picture of my dog. Snowdon is a place in the UK and it has a massive mountain and ice skating rink. That's cool. So this is my biggest dog, the puppy of the bunch. Let's shrink that down a little bit. It's a very big picture of my dog. So there's Kara. She's sitting right next to me right now. Aren't you, Kara? I don't trust you with anything. Here you go, have your toy. There you go. So let's see, I couldn't name the other pictures of my other dogs. Let's see what they were named so that I don't like randomly pop in another picture you guys don't need to see. Like a picture of my face. You guys don't need to see my face. Kara, where did the other ones go? Okay, here, import layer. This one is my middle dog, if you will. This is Coco. She is hyper as all get out. She is very barky and spazzy, and she likes to bark at everyone and everything. So that's Coco over here. That's my foster brother. Let's cut him out of this picture. Boop. Now you can't see his face. I didn't think about that. There's Coco. And then the other one was a picture of Cece. It was a very bad picture. 7351. I need to see if I can get a better picture of her. I'm being stared at by this annoying dog. I didn't realize it had a caption. But, yep, that's me being stared at by my annoying dog. There you go. So these are my 3 pooches. Let's get rid of these lines here on the reference because I don't need those. So these are my dogs. What do you think of my dogs? I feel like I should put the stream chat up somewhere. Yeah, they are adorable. This one, she was annoying me that day. Cece, the one she's all backlit. She was annoying me about the time that I took this picture. She kept barking because they had a new water bowl and she refused to drink from it. So she had water, but she kept like yelling at us and saying, "I don't have water, you need to give me water, I'm dying." And we're like, "Dude, just please drink from the water bowl we gave you. It has water. Please just drink it." But she refused. Coco looks kind of derpy. Yep. That's so true. Coco is so derpy. Okay, let's save the dog layers together so that should I need to bring up more pictures of my dogs. Pictures of my dogs. There we go. So let's hide the pictures of my dogs right now. And yeah, you probably should tell her about the dog so that she's not completely blindsided. But yes, Coco is a very derpy dog. She's sweet and she means the best, but she's very derpy. Okay. Let's give like little dress definition. Ooh, didn't mean to make the eraser that big. Okay. Oh, she's not mad? Okay, that's good. How did she take it? She disappointed? I know disappointed is usually worse than mad when it comes to me. Like, my parents can yell at me until Kingdom Come, and I'll just, like, look at them like, yeah, whatever. And then my mom will go, "I'm very disappointed in you." And it's just, like, wasted. Trying not to be too memey during the... I just realized I meant, like, meme-y. Not like I think that that's a meme, though I used to. Fun fact. I felt the need to explain myself. I'm sorry. Okay, so Delphine Belladonna. Let's save this real quick so that I don't. Delphine Belladonna. Let's just save this Delphine Belladonna. There we go. I was working on some fun fan art, and then my computer took a crap on me, so I'm having to figure out how to finish that fan art. It is for Zoe Mariner. She's great. You should go check out her channel, which you probably already do because she's way more popular than me. Woo. Clicked on the wrong tool. Also, much better at art than I am, so there's that. Let's get the hand positions. I feel like this looks very messy right now. Oh, she got the email. Oh no. That's kind of a weird way to find out. Was she just like waiting for you to admit to what you'd done? Like, she was just sitting around waiting for you to come clean so that she could yell at you. I would totally be that girlfriend, the girl who would do that. I think her head doesn't look weird, right? Like the positioning of her head. Or like the sides of it, maybe. Let's keep fiddling. Let's keep doing some pose fiddles. Okay. I have drops of Jupiter stuck in my head for some reason. It's really weird. What's funny is I used to know all the words to Drops of Jupiter, and now I don't, and that bothers me More than I can tell you. Let's look. So this is sort of where you see the skirt come out from. Aww. Don't cry. It's sweet that she bought you dog stuff. Aww. So let's size up this eraser. What are you guys thinking of this sketch so far? I don't know how I feel about it. What are you thinking? Fresh set of eyes. How derpy does this pose look? I feel like it makes her like back side look really huge. Which, I mean, that's a fashion. People do that. You like it so far? Well, I'm glad you like it so far. I feel like my streams for now until the foreseeable future are going to be really super chill because no one will come to them. So it's going to be like the chat is really slow and anyone that wants to be said and wants to be heard can be heard. Because no one's going to come. I did post on my Instagram, so hopefully some of my Instagram friends will pop in. Might see a few of my buddies popping in, which would be fun. But so far you guys are chill. I like just chilling with you guys. You guys are a lot of fun so far. I think this was English. I think this was a good way to sort of spend part of my day, a couple hours out of my day, just streaming. I do also kind of prefer like the chill streams, like Jenna Drawing when she streams on Jenna Boring. It tends to be a little bit more manageable than when she streams on Jenna Drawing. By the way, I have no idea how my mic quality is because I've literally never used this mic before. So if my sound quality is really terrible, that's why, and I apologize, I would say in advance, but it's really not in advance at this point. Oh, careful, doggo. Careful. Kara, the big one, has a habit of like laying down and sticking her head between the wheels on my wheelchair, which is dangerous because if I don't know she's there, I can accidentally like smack her little face with my wheel when I go to move. So you gotta be careful, huh, Bear? Huh, Bear? Yes. I'm glad the mic sounds good. I'm glad. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for kind of a cool costumey look for Delphine Belladonna. I was thinking doing a sort of like Victorian style for her, but now I'm not sure. Because these flowers, where did I put the flowers? Here. Flowers seem very regal to me. I can't transform a layer. Psh. Tell me what I can and cannot do. So this is kind of what I wanted to go for. Something that's sort of Victorian with rich, dark blues and purples and maybe lighter accents, something like that. But now I'm not so sure. I know I kind of wanted her hair to be up to sort of mimic the sort of swoopy nature of the petals. Let's go for a lighter color so you can see how these like swoop out. So I wanted to do sort of a hair up with some in the back. Like this is the hair in the back. Like it all comes together here and no bangs in her face. And I'm not sure now. I don't know. Let's look into some cool like historical dress types. You have to get the puppy at 6 a.m. and that means you have to get up early. I know that feeling, not wanting to get up. let's look into historical dress styles. Let's see if I can get my XSplit. Let's add a source. Screen capture. Ooh. Did that work? That did not seem to work. Ah. Okay, let's get rid of... It's nearly 10:30 p.m. Oh, where do you live, by the way? Because for me, it's 2:30 p.m. for me. Is it not showing what I want it to show? No, it is not. Why not? Web page. Let's see about that. Let's see if it'll let me do this way. We're detecting you're using an older version. Yes, I am. Wow, this got like really zoomed in. I don't know why. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. What do we think? Okay, let's just get rid of that layer. I don't know why it's not letting me go for it. Oh, so you guys are from England. Oh, that's cool. I gave up, by the way, on the screen capture bit. I don't know why it's being so difficult. I do want to go for a sort of vampire figure. Maybe... Historical dresses look super uncomfortable, don't they, though? But they look so pretty. What is this kind of? Yeah, see, that's Victorian. And I love the Victorian style dresses. They look so nice. So it's kind of where my head is at. But let's see, maybe not. Let's add a little set of... Let's do... Wow, my handwriting is terrible on here. I mean, my handwriting is terrible in real life, too. So let's do Victorian. I'm also considering doing a sort of 1940s, maybe? Well, you can go ahead and tell us, Tills. What is your idea? What is your idea? We are all very curious. I could do... Sorry, I'm like murmuring to myself in the background. Edwardian dresses. I will look into that. Why not? Edwardian dresses. Oh, that's true. These are really pretty. And I like how the hairstyle kind of complements the shape of the flower like I was talking about earlier. Let's see, what about a pretty, like, Edwardian dress? I like that. Let's put that on a little note here. Wow. My handwriting is so awful, guys. I'm sorry. Part of it is that I'm not using, like, drawing tablet. I'm using Surface Pro, so I'm writing on something that's tilted upwards with a pen. It's really frustrating. I do like these gowns. Oh, that's cool. Late Edwardian wedding gown. I feel like I should just like save a bunch of pictures and then my laptop will yell at me and be like, why are you saving so many pictures? Stop. You know, these Edwardian dresses remind me of Jane from Tarzan. That's what they remind me of. Okay. I'm going to take a sip of my drink now. I'm drinking very, very flat soda right now, and it's oddly satisfying. Do I have a Pinterest? I think I do, actually, but I don't use it. I should use that. Pinterest. Go to my Pinterest. Aww. That would be really sweet, Tills. Honestly, that's really nice. Let's see. Pinterest. Pinterest is like, welcome back. You've been gone for so long. Let's see that to some poses. I don't think that's cringy. I think that's adorable. Do you have royal blood? Your name may tell you. Well, my last name is Rice. So, a lot of people tell me, they're like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Do you just really like rice? Is that why that's... I'm like, nope. I am just genuinely, that's really my last name. Let's see if I can make XSplit do this one more time. Let's try one more time to see if it can add a source, because right now, I'm just, like, messing around in the background, and that's lame. So let's see. Oh, is this how you do it? Oh, I see. No wonder it was really mad at me before. Okay. Okay. Why is it all dark? I'm really confused as to why it's so dark. Not doing what I wanted to do, guys. I don't know why it's not showing the actual screen. I saw a cringy video where someone proposed to their girlfriend on Minecraft. Oh my goodness. Oh, half your family is still homophobic as hell and I'm probably gonna get disowned. You know, I am so sorry. That sucks. I have a similar-ish problem. I'm not dating anybody, but it's kind of impossible to come out to part of my family because they will not take it well. So I'm very sorry that that's something you're going through. Let's see, it has Edwardian era on here. Let's look at some of these. I'm now on Pinterest. I really like this. Let's save it to create a new board. Historical dresses. Is that a secret? No, nope, it's not gonna be a secret. The Edwardian dresses are really complicated in like the bodice area, but I still think that they're amazing. So I'm gonna look through them for a little while. I really like these. I think they look really just spiffy. Ooh, here's this one. Yeah, you have 3 weeks to finish learning how to play Shi on the ukulele. Yeah, that's time. You have time. 3 weeks. I mean, I can't play any instrument. I sing, but that's the extent of my instrumentness. I do not have very much in the way of instrumental talent. I want to really badly, but I just can't figure it out. I once played the guitar. I was taught how to play the guitar. I was actually forced to learn how to play the guitar. And because I was forced, I decided that I would no longer practice. And so it's been so many years at this point that I don't remember really anything. I play way too many instruments. Nice. I mean, way too many is better than none at all, if you ask me. Because I want to learn. Like, I want to learn how to play the piano. There's a piano literally sitting across from me right now, and I can't play it. And that makes me so very sad. Okay. That's really pretty. I'm just wandering through looking at different historical dresses at this point. I'm sorry I can't show you guys, because I really like looking through this stuff, and I think it's fun, and I want to share it, but my XSplit won't let me. Let's look through historical dresses. You can play the piano, but that's about it. That's about it. Oh, hello, Olivia. How you doing, dear? I like how it's like everybody else, I just know their screen name, but because I've collabed with Dark Warrior, I know the name. I think I'm actually gonna go with one of the Edwardian dresses. So thank you for that, swirly rainbow coward. Is there something you would rather I call you, by the way? If you have something that you want me to call you, just like let me know in the comments. You're doing fine. Well, that's good. That's good. Ow. Sorry. So every once in a while you may hear me say like ow. A little backstory, a little tidbit into my life right now. I have the unfortunate problem where I will call you Sophie. Awesome. The bones in my body are really brittle, and there's a lot more to that, but that's basically it. So I have a really horrible set of fractures right now. I have a strained tendon in my right knee, a broken heel on my left side, a broken ankle on my right side. So I'm just kind of all the way broken on my legs. So the lower half of my body is really upset right now. So I'm kind of having to figure out where to put my legs, and every once in a while I'll put them in the wrong place and they will yell at me. So I may complain. Sorry. Sophie, I will try to remember my very bestest. I'm not very good at remembering things, but I try and I rehearse. And thank you. I hopefully will get better soon. Yeah, comment in one of my videos telling me how the Dodie serenade went. That would be amazing. I love that song. I would be playing music in the background, by the way, but I couldn't figure out how to make that happen. Let's get rid of some of these. I didn't really look into more 1940s dresses, but I really liked the Edwardian ones. So let's pull up a reference of that, actually, because I totally went away from that. Historical dresses. I do not play any instruments, I just sing, and right now I'm in a choir, which is great. I am back in the choir spirit, which makes me very happy. So let's see, which one do I want to do? Edwardian dress 1. 2 feet. Might try to record it. That would be cool. You can send it to me. Oh, hello, reindeerie. Hello, hello. Edwardian dress number 2. How's everybody doing? There are a lot of people. Well, not a lot, but there's 4 people in the stream right now. That's more people than I thought I would get. Oh my goodness, I have already been streaming for almost an hour. That is crazy. It has gone by super fast. Okay, I have not done nearly enough drawing in that time. I'm in my weird homework section. I had to take a quiz that was like why I might or might not want kids, and I was just like, wow, this is serious. This is some serious stuff. So what do you guys think? I am choosing between, for the dresses my character is gonna wear. Hang on, let's take Margaret away for a minute. Bye, Margaret. Fun fact, Margaret is my grandmother's name. So I am choosing between sort of these 2 styles of dresses for this character to wear. What do you guys think? I'm not sure which. And you're almost done memorizing your lines. That's awesome. And yes, Dark Warrior, or Olivia, why did I call you Dark Warrior? I know your name. I do have an Instagram. I link to it, I think, in this description, but if not, it's in the description of my videos when I post them. So I have all of my links in the description of my videos. Let's see, do I have them? They're not in this chat. Let's fix that real quick. Aww. Well, thank you for the follow, and Tills, that's precious. What's new? Oh, yay, I love it when my YouTube analytics make me feel really sad about myself. Okay, oh, I have a comment on one of my videos. I should go look at that. Who commented? I don't know. It was my Sims video, so it was the one I just posted right before I started streaming. Let's get all my links. Where else can you find me? That's not what I wanted to highlight. Stop it, YouTube. Stop. Okay. Let's come down here. Come down to here. Okay. You don't need to save changes. I didn't change anything. I just copied. Okay. Let's edit my description. All my links. My links are down below in the description now. Yay. Or they should be. I think. Are they? Let me know if they are. I like the second more, but I tend not to like super puffy things. You know, I'm not sure which I want to do, because the pose has this very big skirt in it. And I think that the first dress, or this dress, the left-hand dress, has more the poofy skirt that would go well with this pose. But I feel like this could easily be modified to make that. And I think the top is a little more interesting. So those are my thoughts. Let's label them and have you guys say which one you prefer. Let's do 1 and 2. Ooh, the 2 is there. You can't see it, but it's there. So let's get rid of, let's zoom this up a little bit. Why are you screwed, Tills? I don't know why I did left to right to backwards. I don't know why I did that. I did. Deal with it. Which one? Why am I writing this down? I can just ask. Okay. Okay, so we have a vote for number 1. We have a vote. Oh, we have a vote for number 2. Oh, they're tied. Oh no. Watch them tie. That would be fitting. Also, by the way, Rain, I did not know that you were in theater. That's cool. That is cool. Oh, Come on, doggo. Come on, doggo. Oh, so 2 has 1 out. Okay, 2 it is. Okay, let's... Oh, 1 has 1 out. Oh, now it is tie. Okay, so let's see. Which one are we doing? Oh no. This was what I was worried about. Okay. You also just happen to be the lead. Oh, that's awesome. I think I'll do the first one. Give myself a little bit of a challenge to break away from the original pose reference a little. But I do like that one, and I may draw this character again at some point in that dress. I don't know, I feel like I need to get rid of that. Okay. Too small. Not bragging at all. I think you're bragging maybe a little bit, but that's okay, I would be too. I have never been the lead in a play. Actually, that's not true. I was briefly, but I never actually got to perform as the lead, so I don't think it counts. Okay. Where's all my original stuff? Okay. There's original sketch. Let's name that layer so I don't lose it. Original sketch. What's this? This is the flower. Oh, she's on her laptop. Oh no. Okay. This is a devilish predicament indeed. What is on this layer? Is there anything on this layer? One way to find out. I don't see anything on this layer, but apparently there's something there. That now there is not. Can't transform an empty layer. Awesome. So she needs, you need to get on her laptop. Can you like just English? Can you sign into her email? Mayhaps? Maybe that's how you do it. Hi. Little neck thingy. Maybe I should change colors to something that contrasts a little more. Yeah. There we go. So that way I can see it. Okay. Yes, Tills is making that plan. She's making the arrangements. She was talking to us about it earlier. It was great. We were all like cheering her on a little. Oh yeah? What makes you think that? Well, I hope it goes well. Yeah, like what Rain said. Yeah. Hopefully you can figure that one out. I'm sorry that she's seen it. That sucks. Coco, don't start barking. That would be really upsetting to me right now. I may have to just come over there. You don't want me to come over there, do you, Coco? Actually, she probably does. Okay. Oh no. I wonder if she's like read them, you know? Or if she's just seen it, you know? Does that make sense? Probably doesn't. Let's bring this part up a little more. Put it back here. I have one of the songs from Black Mirror stuck in my head, which is just weird. I don't know if any of you guys watch Black Mirror, but I do, and I love it. It's I'm trying to remember how it goes. I don't remember. She wants to talk to you. Okay, good luck. I love it too. Song that she does in season 1, I think? Maybe it's season 2. The seasons are so short, it's hard to keep track. Keep throwing things on the floor. It's the one that they do in... Oh, I don't remember the names of the episodes. It's the one with the singing competition. He saves up all his credits to get her into the singing competition. It's the song that she sings in that episode. My favorite episode. Oh, that's really hard. I don't know. I think I love so many of the episodes. It's hard to choose a favorite. If I had to say favorite, I think I like Hang the DJ. It's one of the new ones. I don't know why. It's just... Yeah, the one with the gym. The song that she's singing in that one. The Hang the DJ is probably one of my favorites. How did it go, Tills? Do some really lacy bits here off the end. The suspense. So it went well. Yay! A little clap and a half. Or maybe more than a clap and a half. But yay! I'm so happy for you. Yay! Let's come into the chat. Yay! Celebratory sip of my soda. Yeah, it was a Game of Theory reference. Unintentional. I say that all the time in my day-to-day life now because I watch their streams, and every time someone has a clap and a half, I always go on with it. Like I do the... you can't see me. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea, but you know what I mean. Clap and a half. That was my Game Theory reference of the day. Hang on. You're still gonna try and learn it on the ukulele. Well, that's good. Ow. Oh, my leg is like cramping up really bad. That's not fun. Stop it, leg. Stop it. Ugh. So what time is it for everybody now at this point? I know for Tills and Sophie, it's about like 11 o'clock, I think, based on what we said last time. Oh. Well, it's good that they're happy tears. Happy tears are good. We all like happy tears. I've like popped out of my drawing. It's almost 5 o'clock. Okay, cool. Oh, the Sophie, the very first episode of Black Mirror. Oh my god. That episode is so disturbing. I've actually said to people, if you're gonna start watching the series, you should maybe skip the first episode and come back to it when you're hooked. Because that one, it's shocking. So you live in Pennsylvania. That's cool. I live in Arizona. Though I may be going to California here soon, so let's cross our fingers and hope for that. I think I'm gonna just leave the skirt as is, and then just when I'm doing the line art, I'll come in and add like the filigree stuff to it. I've been trying to figure out how my style should go. I can send you other options for which ones to draw. I think I kind of want to draw, oh goodness, what was her name? Hang on, let me look and see what her name is, because now I've forgotten. Where is it? It's not Nyla, it's the other one. Where? It's not Nyla, it's the other one. Go me. And I can definitely send you other ones. That was the first one that I got done. So I sent it to you. There it is. It was Hestia Finch, I think, is kind of the one I want to draw. I think she looks really fun. And it's like outfit style and just a type of character I don't get to draw very often, which is fun. I know you said you wanted like sci-fi characters, and Cora is my main sci-fi character, which is why I sent her first. My main sci-fi girl. There are a couple others from that series that I could draw, though. For instance, Sky is pretty great. Well, you should draw her again. Hestia is great. Yeah, you got modded. That sounds kind of like, yeah, you got modded. Oh no, she got modded. It's a good thing, I swear. Okay, let's bring this up. I figure it only makes sense. You comment on pretty much all of my videos. My mother is texting me. How's it going? How goes it? Well, mother. It goes well. It's just me and the doggos. It auto-corrected it to doggies, but you know what? It has the same effect. Killed my inner meme a little bit, but you know what? We all have a little sad inner meme inside of us. Ah, computer. Yeah, you don't have to watch them the day they come out. Yeah, it's a hard reality, Tills, but you know what? At least you're happy with it, you know? You're happy with it and you're comfortable with who you are, and that's awesome. So nobody can take that away from you. You know? I don't know if you guys can hear my clock in the background. Let's come into the original sketch and erase some of it. Boop. Let's come in, redraw that line there. I like how this dress is turning out so far. You're drawing cute creatures? That's always fun. Everyone likes to draw a little cuteness now and then. I do find that I'm kind of bad at drawing cuteness, though. Like, depending on which drawing style I use, like if I use the doll style, which I don't use very often, I can capture some cute elements. But I don't, like I said, I don't really draw in it that often. I've had people ask me about it, but I don't know. Sort of a when the mood strikes. Am I going to color it in the stream? I might. It depends on how long it takes and how long the stream is going. And then I need to do like a more solid line art and draw the face, because right now she's faceless and that's just creepy. Creepy, faceless Delphine. I think I made her neck a little thin. Let's come back to this purple. There we go. I think I have a problem with head proportions. Something I need to work on. Getting a little better at it now, but only a little bit. I still have that song from Black Mirror stuck in my head. It's driving me crazy. Oh, she has another arm back here. I knew that. I knew that, totally. Oops. I didn't color or do the dress for the other arm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lady. I took your other arm away. So let's do that, and let's do the little poofy sleeve. Little poofy part of the sleeve. A little bit of sleeve poof. There we go. Now she has another arm. Awesome. I now feel like singing that song from Black Mirror. I can send you a couple other ones. I haven't drawn some of them ever, which I need to draw them anyway, so I may as well send them to you. I can tell you about them, because they're fun. I like them. There's the original Korra, the one that Korra 2.0, if you will, is cloned from, had a daughter named Sky. So she's important in the story because she is all a part of Korra's inner conflict of, can I really assume this other person's life? Because she has a wife and a husband, and Korra feels really conflicted. Understandably. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, on my Instagram, I posted the backstory of one of my old, kind of retired characters, semi-retired. I just don't really have time to mess with her story right now. I still love her story, but I didn't really have time, and there are other characters that I've had for longer that I sort of put priority on. So Korra fell to the back burner a little bit, but let's add my picture of Korra. Let's add a source. Let's add a picture. Here she is. So this is Korra. I posted this picture on my Instagram, and she is great. She has like vague purpley eyes, like gray purple eyes, which is fun. She is a clone, whose original, that's what the universe calls the person that you were cloned from, the person whose DNA and appearance you have. Her original is a rebellion fighter. So when she escapes from the sort of clone factory of sorts, she ends up realizing she's kind of got to assume this other woman's life. And Korra, the original, has a husband and a daughter, and lots of friends and family members. So in order to explain why she doesn't know them, she says, I have amnesia. So they kind of try and teach her who she was. And what's really funny about it is Clone 842-B and Korra would not get along at all. They would hate each other. Personality-wise, they could not be more different, in part because of just the lives that they've lived. Korra, the original, had this very gloomy upbringing where she was mostly an orphan a lot of her life. She didn't really have a lot of friends and a lot of compassion in her childhood. And then you have 842-B, who likewise didn't have a lot of compassion because she was raised in a factory as a worker, but she did have friends, and she was kind of trained to be subservient and quiet. And so that's why they have a lot of differences. They have a lot of similarities. They are both stubborn as all get out. But you know, that's a little fun story for you guys. Remove that layer. Now, okay, let's get on to this drawing again. Let's save. I really like how this is coming out so far. What do you guys think? I think I wasn't completely sold on it at first, but now I'm down with this. This dress is making me happy. Let's make it all one color. I'm a little rambly. I'm sorry for that. I don't mean to be rambly, but I am. Why have I chosen purple as her line art color? I don't know. I think I should make it a little bit of a lighter color, maybe, so I can trace over it more easily later. Like it very much? Well, I'm glad you like it. So the original sketch. Okay, I have the dress. Is Sophie still in the chat? Sophie? You need to sleep, but you want to watch the stream. Well, just go ahead and get some sleep. I may be streaming for a while. I don't know how long, because this is my first actually successful stream. I do want to make a habit of streaming, though. Maybe I will do a couple hours of stream every Friday. And, okay, I will see you in a little bit of rain, or maybe not, or I don't know. I'll see you later. Oh, hello, Sophie. You're there. Hello. You're here, but you're also drawing. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, if you guys need to, like, pop out of the stream, or if you want to leave, you know, you don't have to explain it. Just, like, goodbye. And then you're gone. Gone forever. Oh, oops. What did I just delete? I deleted my pose reference of Margaret. Shouldn't do that. I still need Margaret for the hands. The hands are going to be a pain in the booty. I am not very good at hands, so I may, like, trace over the shape of the hand and then bring it over, because hands I'm not good at, and I need a lot of practice. So let's do the face. I don't want her to look like Margaret, but I'm just having this here to kind of gauge where the features are going to end up a little bit. Hello. I am also awful at hands. It's okay. So I'm trying to think of how I want Delphine to look face-wise. Oops. I've been drawing on the layer with Margaret on it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Make a fresh layer. I'll just leave those guides there. You did some hand practice about an hour ago. You know, I need to do hand practice, but I haven't yet, so that's something I need to work on for sure. Trying to think of how I want her face to look, because I want her to be this kind of effortless looking vampiric-esque figure. Not necessarily vampire, but vampiric, because, you know, hands are a nightmare. Yes, they are. Hands are evil. What's funny is now that I'm streaming myself, it answers a lot of questions I've had about other people's streams. Like, oh, I wonder why it takes them so long to respond to comments. Like, it's because it doesn't. I answer them when I see them in the chat, and then it takes a while for you guys to see my answer, is what it is. So that's cool. Now I have that understanding under my belt. I'm trying to think. Some features. Features for my vampire lady. Oops. What did I just do? I don't know why I commented in my own chat. I just did. So Tills and Tills' girlfriend, hello. Welcome to our little gaggle of currently, I think, 2 people. How many is it? 2? 3. 3 people. Hello. I can count. I can count, I promise. Because, yep, no, it's 3. I'm sorry. Stream health? Is this something called stream health? I'm confused. Oh. Well, my viewers are happy. I'm glad my viewers are happy. Oh my goodness, I've been streaming for half an hour. An hour and a half. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Crazy. Okay. I'm just going to jump into it, try drawing some features, and see what I like. I'm not sure how I want to do... kind of want her eyes to be a little up-angled. The eyes are off where they should be. They're not in the right place at all. But, or eye, rather. Kind of want her to have like this off to the side look. I like that. I like that. Let's move the eye over to where it's supposed to be on the face. Okay. Okay. Okay, bye, Tills. And Tills' girlfriend. Have a good night. They're probably already gone by the time that they hear this, but you know what? Whatever. I know the first time I tried to start streaming today, my YouTube was like, oh, let's access your webcam. I'm like, no, I do not need them to see my face. I don't need anyone to see my face. Okay. I'm gonna post a picture of my amazing how long I've been streaming, because it's amazing to me. Take a little picture of how long I've been streaming. And let's post it to my Instagram, because why not? Let's do some shocked emojis. Why not? I like emojis. What's funny is when I first saw emojis, I was like, oh, those are so shallow and but no. Now I like them. I was trying so hard to be edgy in high school and as a teenager. I was lame. I bet you're beautiful. I just debatable. Debatable. I have some people who tell me I am, like my family, my mom. But whose mom doesn't tell them they're beautiful? I mean, come on. Hello, Kara. Hello. This big dog right here is breathing on my arm. Kara, don't play with that. Come here. Come here. Come here, come here. Come here. There you go. Hello. I wish you could see her, though. If you had my webcam, you could see this precious dog. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye. Eye needs to be slightly bigger. You know, I'm thinking that myself. Let's make the eye slightly bigger. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Even if that's, like, no, maybe too big to be completely realistic, I like it from a stylistic standpoint. Now let's try and draw the other eye. Because I have terrible other eye syndrome. So let's, especially because it's at a 3/4 angle perspective. So I have to kind of squish the eye a little. Yeah, that doesn't quite right, but it's a start. Need to bring that end down a little bit more because it's kind of too high up. Hello, dead meme. You just copy and paste the eye. I would, and I used to a lot, but I am trying to do that less now so that I don't rely on copy and pasting it, because can't copy and paste in traditional art, so, you know, I mean, you could. It would just be a lot more exhausting. Yeah, this eye shape isn't quite right. I need the bottom here to be a little flatter, and then a little more upward angled. You have to go bike riding. Okay, well, I will see you around then. Bye. Yeah, no, I have considered copying and pasting the eyes, but I try my best not to because, you know, give myself a little practice. I want to give her some really dramatic eyelashes. Because I think that those are fun. I don't know why. Okay, let's try and draw in her eye so she's looking in the same direction still. That's something I have trouble with, figuring out how to get somebody to look in the same direction in both eyes. Nope, that doesn't look right. Please. Okay, that looks okay. That looks okay. Just need to now tweak the proportions and places a little. Oops. Let's only mess with this eye for now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend to understand the mathematical jargon you just spat out. I do not math. Math and I used to love math. Then I took an arrow to the knee. There's a dead meme for you. I don't know. Math was a lot of fun for me in middle school because I was kind of like one of the best in my class, if you will. And then all of a sudden I went to high school and I ate some pie. That's the joke. Oh, yep, that makes sense. I should have gotten that. That was not a difficult joke for me to understand. Oops, oh well. I don't know why it's like snapping the eyes to a grid. I just want to move it a little bit. But then when I left middle school and went to high school, things kind of changed because I went to a high school that wanted me to be much further along than I was because of the school system that I had been in. And they kind of expected me to know a lot more than I did. So when I would struggle with something, I would kind of be made to feel dumb. And so I stopped enjoying math because, you know, my math teacher was kind of mean. It's literally you in math right now. Yeah? Well, it sucks. It's no fun. Nobody likes to be made to feel bad. And I didn't think I was gonna like that nose, but honestly, I kind of do. What do we think about the nose? I think it's adorable. I may have to look up like some Edwardian. No, Cara. Ew, it's all slobbery. Dog toys. I don't know if you could hear her just crashing along the floor behind me. What was I saying? I may have to look up like accessories and stuff for this character so I can make her look like she's all one cohesive character. I get the weirdest song stuck in my head. I just rambled completely off topic and now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oops. You know, let's undo that so I can have the face thingy in the same place and just move Margaret. It's weird to say Margaret because that's my grandmother's name, so I always feel like I'm being disrespectful to my grandmother when I say the name. Which I'm not, but you know. Feelings aren't rational. Always. They aren't always rational. I shouldn't say aren't, period. They just aren't always. Let's edit the face shape a little. Face is a little too round. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I have watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I have watched all of them several times. I love it how in some of the stuff, like, when they're talking to the clock, how they'll ask him, like, really basic questions, and he'll just, like, give them these evasive, vague answers. Like, how did it stop? How did it start? And when will it stop? Time is inevitable, and I am a clock, or something like that. And I'm just like, no, doesn't help. That doesn't answer my question. Let's see. I'm, like, afraid to draw her mouth, because I feel like her mouth is going to mess it all up. But I have to. Because everybody needs a mouth. I used to be, like, more afraid of the noses, because I used to think the noses would mess it up. But honestly, this nose turned out pretty good. What I can do is I can mod you for a minute, so that way you can send the link. That should be how that works. So you can link me directly to what you want me to see. Time is a tool that you put on the wall. Nice. You're on a phone. Well, now you're a mod. What's the, like, name of your DeviantArt account? I can always look it up there. Because I would put my email in the chat, but my email is also kind of my, like, personal and professional email. I don't have a different email set up yet. So if I put that in there, I don't know how my email will yell at me. Drac Snacks. Let's look that up. Just while I'm here. While it's on my mind. I haven't actually announced my new DeviantArt on my YouTube channel yet. I should. It's not that weird, honestly. I'm Gabby the art friend. Like, that just makes me sound awkward. Is there any particular piece that you would like constructive criticism on? Or just in general? Don't know why I paused my live stream on my own phone. My name's weird. I made it when I was really young. Yeah, my initial name on DeviantArt was Novelwrite, and it's weird because I didn't really do much writing on there. I mean, I didn't do much like prose writing. Should have been like poem write because I did much poem. On the portraits, I think they're very like anime kawaii-esque, and I think that's adorable. I do like how you have a sort of interesting style with like the noses. I think if I were to say any one thing about improving the portraits, it would be kind of trying to figure out consistency a little bit, because I know some of your drawings are drawn in one style and some are drawn in another. So trying to figure out like your middle ground, because some of them are really like chibi and some of them are like really like rounded. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Bike plans were canceled. Well, hello. I do like your Harry Potter fan art drawing. I like that one. Experimentation is good. Experimentation is definitely good. I'm favoriting your Harry Potter drawing, because you imagine my dog is tap dancing. She's running back and forth. I don't know why she's running back and forth. Kara, come here. You were being so good for a while there. I have only drawn her upper lip. That's weird. Awkward. Let's draw her a lower lip. Give her a better face. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. Okay, let's come up here. Do I want her to be smiling or do I want her to look really disinterested? I'm not sure. I kind of liked when she looked really just bored, honestly. That fits the characterization I have in my head. You're welcome. I liked the drawing, so it was good. Let's move this up. You will draw along with me. Cool. If you guys draw anything while you're watching the stream, I know a couple people said they were drawing. You can feel free to tag me in it on Instagram or Twitter. You know, let me know so I can see what you're drawing. It's always fun. These lips are terrible. Terrible, terrible. Wow, they really are just awful. Okay, let's figure out how I want to mess with them. Okay, I don't know why I circled that. I think they're the only thing in this layer. Yeah, they are. Let's thin them out a little. I have not eaten today. I should probably figure out doing that at some point, but today, not right this second. I don't like the mouth, and I can't figure out how to make it better. Ugh. That's my problem lately. Can't quite figure out how to draw mouths. It's unfortunate. I don't know. Let's bring this to like the middle bit. There we go. Googling the expression that I want. I don't really know what expression I want. Let's see. Let's look. What do you think? Okay. Backing up. Rewind. Okay. let's talk a little bit about the character that I'm putting into play here. So these flowers are my basis for why I drew this character, because they are called Delphinium Belladonnas. So I created a character that I called Delphine Belladonna. And little unknown fact, when Sims first dropped Vampires and I got that expansion, my dog's running back and forth, I'm sorry. When they first dropped that expansion, I created a vampire pair. They were twin siblings. It was Belladonna and Hemlock. I don't remember their last names off the top of my head, but they were two vampires at the opposite end of the spectrums. Like, Hemlock was very dark and like your typical evil vampire kind of Lestat feeling, and then Belladonna wanted to be a little bit more of a nice vampire, and that was kind of how I played with the various aspects of the characters. And so when I think of Belladonna, now I think of vampires. So that was where the vampire-esque idea came from. So I wanted to create Delphine Belladonna as a sort of awesome ancient vampire woman in an Edwardian gown. And I think of her as very posh and a little bit snobby and regal. Someone who is very much of the high class and knows it. And that's kind of how I imagine her. So having the sort of bored expression that you see in a lot of royal portraits is what I was going for. Let's see if there are some interesting royal portraits that I can look up. Royal portraits. Let's see. It figures a lot of them. It's like the first one I found was of Queen Elizabeth, and I'm like, yep, that seems about right. See, a lot of them are smiling, which for some reason is counter to my every instinct. When I think of when I think of portraits, I think of like a sort of bored expression. This okay, shoot me her name. This portrait, I have just stumbled upon a picture, just, traversing through Google, that definitely won't help me with the mouth, and I now need to show it to you. Hang on. Import layer. Guys, look at this. This makes me laugh way more than it should. I don't know why this amuses me quite so much, but it does. I will leave you with this there. Here, this is my drawing now. This is okay, I'm gonna look up Georgiana Cavendish. While you get to look at that lovely, lovely portrait. Okay. Cavendish. Haha. Well, she does have many fabulous portraits. I just keep getting likes from one of my brother's friends. He's my friend too. But he keeps liking my stuff on Instagram, so I keep getting little notifications. Oh my goodness, Kara, stop tap dancing. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop. Sit. Where's your toy? Where did you put it? Usually when she's running around like this, it's because she's put her toy somewhere. Where did you put it? Hang on. I'm gonna help my dog find her toy before she, does something dumb. Because when she can't find her toy, she likes to run around. 1 second. I will be right back. Hang on, I'm gonna put that in my drawing. Okay, we'll make him invisible for now. Oops. container B. Alright. Kit cart, where did you put it? Where you put it? Where did it go? What have you done? What? Kara, come on. I'm also, just while I have a second and a decent stopping point, I'm going to make myself a bagel real quick. Making food. I will be right back. I will only be a minute. I'm just gonna toast a bagel. Alrighty. Be right back. Try shimmering, still I'll care for you. are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? She go close the bedroom door. She don't come in there. Ow! To burn myself. Why are you in my bedroom? Can I say to go in there? Oh, my girl. Nope, not doing it. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I'm me as long as you wanted. Then someday leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? Crazy, thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. I'm crazy for trying, and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Hello. Oh, hello, Tills. You are back, and thank you. I don't know that I'm really good at singing, but you know what? I will take it. I have been training pretty much since I was able to speak, so only appropriate that it's something I'm decent at, right? Okay. I'm no longer burped. I'm still making food, technically, but I have to wait for my bagel to cool down before I can do anything with it, because it may or may not have burned me earlier. Okay, let's save that. I don't know why I keep, like, obsessively saving. I think it's because I'm paranoid I'm gonna lose it. I wish I could sing. You know what? I often find that people who are like, oh man, I can't sing at all, it's not that they can't sing, it's that they don't really know how. Because singing isn't just, you either can or you can't. A lot of the times it's you just don't really know what you're doing. I know there are a lot of people that I'm friends with, especially, who thought that they couldn't sing, when in fact, they can, they just didn't know how. And then I have some of my friends who, maybe they don't, but I have a couple of friends who really can't, and they've tried, but they can't. But for the most part, people can sing a lot better than they think they can. I'm sorry you can't sleep. I know that feeling. I have pretty crazy, not necessarily insomnia, I don't think would be the right word, but it's close to insomnia. You posted, where did you post? Was it on Instagram or was it on Twitter? Because I have both of those. Oh, it's on DeviantArt. Okay, cool. I can look at that. I have a DeviantArt. Clearly. I knew what you meant. I use like the little shortcut for DA all the time. My dogs are all now congregated by the base of my table, looking up at me. Nice. Flowers in a wine glass. Like it. Post a little comment. I always forget how to do like the actual quote-unquote emojis in DeviantArt chats, so I just do like the little shortcuts for them. Nobody seems to mind. I used to be really active on my other DeviantArt account, but then one of my friends ended up leaving DeviantArt, so I just sort of stopped posting because a lot of my content was her content, sort of. Okay, I feel like I need to explain what I'm talking about. I had a friend who was on DeviantArt. She was really huge for a while, actually, which was pretty great, called the Fridge Poet Project. And she did these little poems with cut-up magnets. Fridge Poet Project. And she would make these little short poems and haikus and stuff with these very colorful, bright backgrounds. And I think she still has a website that I have not checked in a long time. Like she has one of her poems. It says, do you hear that salty wind, child, chanting on the sea, pounding spray and stones into a mournful symphony? Give the sea your heart, child, give it with a song, for in your heart the sea has kept its laughter all along. And I used to take some of her poems, not all of them, and I would draw pictures that went with the poems. Your girlfriend fell asleep on your lap. But there are worse things. There are worse things I could do. I always love that song, but I always feel kind of like, I don't really understand the lyrics because I've never been there, So sometimes I feel like when I sing it, I'm not really, I don't know. Can't explain it. So I have, for instance, a drawing that I have called Her. Let's see if I can save it, because I don't have it on this computer. Her. I saw that you tagged me on Instagram. I will come look at that in just a minute. Her. Scroll back. Well, or zoom out so you can see it. And this was one of the drawings that I did for her way back in the day. When was it? 2016. So I did this February 19th, I think, somewhere in there. February 19th or 20th. And she used to come into the comments and be like, oh my goodness, and she would leave these really long paragraphs of just, wow, these are so great, and I was always really flattered. This drawing in particular was inspired by this poem. As soon as it loads. Load, poem. Load. Are my bagels cool yet? Nope, they are not cool. How do bagels take this long to cool though? And then, long story short, when I would post those pictures, she would put them in the description of the drawing or poem. And the poem that the one that's up right now, was inspired by, it says, her earth breathes life in tendrils and bids bright moss to grow in quiet places. And so that was what that was based on. This woman, who is sort of a tree woman. I think I could do it a lot better now, composition-wise, but I think that face is still pretty okay. I still think it's a pretty okay face. The mouth is awful, but you know what? We can go with it. Anyway, back to Delphine. You want to try and move her, but you don't want to wake her. I know the feel. I mean, not with a girlfriend, but with a dog. Never had a girlfriend. Or a boyfriend. Or anyone. Hashtag forever alone. Never been on a date in my life. So sad. Okay. I actually kind of like the way her face turned out. I need to now try and do some eyebrows. Let's think. Let's get rid of the old mouth. Smush the face together to one layer. Make it the face layer. Am I happy for spring break? I'm not on spring break right now. Spring break already happened. For me, anyway. She's literally the only person you've ever dated. Well, there you go. Maybe that's what'll happen to me. I will meet one person and I will date them, and then that'll be what happens to me. And then I will propose using She by Dodie Clark. Sort of. My spring break was, I think, a week ago. So it was the previous week. I was tagged in a post. Oh, I love it. I love it, Sophie. It's so cute. Aww. Adorable. I don't know if I'm following you. Am I following you on Instagram? I'm not. Let's fix that. Psh. So cute. I would show it, but I don't know that my... Let's see, can I add a source? Nope. It won't let me show it on stream, I'm sorry. But it's adorable. Original sketch, awesome. I think I need to add a little bit more flower detail. I think along the sort of like filigree at the bottom, I'll add little like buds like these. And then I'll have some of these flowers spattered about her design so that I can kind of bring it all together. Ah! This joke picture is back. Right now, I am home alone, other than my dogs. Oh, there they are again. Hello, say hi to my dogs. Because my brother is usually home with me on Fridays, but he had to go into work today, so it's just me, which means that you're not hearing heavy metal music in the background, because that's what my brother does all day. He blasts heavy metal music. And some of it I'm okay with, and then some of it I'm not. So I am a weird person when it comes to music. I like straight up opera, and I'm all random when it comes to music. What about you guys? What are your favorite kinds of music genre listenings? I don't know. What kind of music do you like listening to? What about you guys? While I put some stuff on my bagel, now that it's finally cool. What's your favorite kind of music? Your favorite song is Bohemian Rhapsody. I love Bohemian Rhapsody. I love Queen. I actually went to see Queen recently when they were touring with Adam Lambert, who is my boy. Adam Lambert is awesome. He is just the absolute sweetest. So, fun fact. Because I am technically terminally ill, it's great. Because I have a fatal disease, I was given a wish by Make-A-Wish 2 years ago, and I went through a couple different ideas. At first I wanted to see Ellen DeGeneres, a fun fact, and I wanted to go and I wanted to meet her and like be on the show and talk to her, and I thought that would be really fun, but her producers were like, no, we're not taking any wishes at this time. And I was really bummed. I was like, I'm never gonna get anything better than that. And then I was like, well, I don't know, maybe, I was thinking like, who's like famous at this point? Because I didn't want it to just be going somewhere. I wanted to meet somebody special. Because I mean, I can save up money and go somewhere anytime I want. It's very rare that I can go and meet somebody. So I wanted to meet somebody. So I was like, well, who do I think could be cool? So I had another name, I don't even remember who it was, that I gave out, and they were like, no, they can't do it either. So I was super bummed. It's like Taylor Swift or something. And finally, one day, I'm listening to my iTunes on random, and all of a sudden, it's a weird roundabout story. Yes, Sophia, I'm technically terminally ill. It's fun. I can tell that story if you want. But I was looking through my iTunes. It was on random, and Danny Gokey came on. And I don't know if you guys know who Danny Gokey is. He's not super popular, but he was on American Idol, and he was one of our favorites on American Idol. And I was thinking, maybe I could see someone who came off of Idol. That would be so cool. And I was thinking, who on Idol would I really have loved? And all of a sudden I thought Adam Lambert, and I was just like, duh, how could I not go see Adam Lambert? Why did this not occur to me first? And I was so excited, but I wasn't getting my hopes up because I had been rejected twice before. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to put too much hope on it. And then one day I came home from school, and I got told by my mother that Adam Lambert was a go, and I was thrilled. So we looked through a bunch of different concert dates, and we found one of his concerts that was in Denver, which is super close to where we live, because we live in Arizona. So it was super close to where we live. And also, I used to live in Colorado, so I could go and visit people from back home while we were waiting for the concert, because we were going to be in Colorado for like a week. So I was thrilled. I was like, best thing that's ever happened to me ever. And so we went and we met Adam Lambert, and he was so sweet and so nice, and he came out and he had a bunch of presents, and I gave him a painting that I made of his face. I painted his face and I gave it to him. I have no idea if he still has it, but I gave it to him. Not a very good painting, but it was a painting. And I gave him a painting, and he gave me like bunch of books, and he signed stuff, and we were talking to him for a while. Doggies, quiet. No bug. Cece, no barking. No barking. Okay. And he was super nice, and we talked to him for a while, and he was just really easy to talk to, and it was a lot of fun. So that was how I met Adam Lambert, and then I went and I saw him with Queen, and that brings us back to Bohemian Rhapsody. There we go. All full circle. So I love Adam Lambert. He's great. Also, Heathers and Hamilton are amazing. Dodie Clark is up there. But I am definitely Broadway musical baby. I would take a picture of my bedroom to share it with you, but it's really terrible and dirty right now. But on all of my walls, I have all of the programs from all of the Broadway shows that I've seen throughout the years, which by now is, I think, 13 or 12 or 13 Broadway shows that I've seen, in person anyway. So that's fun. Yay. And next year, I think, I get to see, or next year or the end of this year, I get to see Waitress, which makes me so happy, so excited. Back to Sophie's comment. If you guys want to know, I don't know how many of you guys know what's up with me, medically speaking, but I can tell you guys about that if you want to hear. I have a video about it, but it's very poorly done, honestly. So if you want to know what's up with my health situation, I can tell you that. While I look up hairstyles. Is that something you guys are curious to learn about? Oh no, you don't, it wouldn't be prying. It's something that I've talked about before. It's not something I'm super shy about. When I was 10 years old, my family moved from Colorado to Winslow, Arizona. If I had to use one word to describe Winslow, Arizona, it would be awful. I did not like Winslow. I honestly still don't like Winslow. It's very small. My family used to refer to it as the one-horse town where they had to eat the horse to survive, which is morbid, but that was how we talked about it. It's just very run down. Kind of reminds me of Radiator Springs in Cars before Lightning McQueen. Like, pre-Lightning McQueen Radiator Springs. If you added all the real-life gritty elements of, like, drug abuse and alcoholism and stuff like that in the surrounding areas of the town. And when we first moved there, I was completely healthy, a normal kid, you know, just running around doing my thing, not worrying about anything. And then about a couple months, or about a month after we moved there, I started noticing that I was in a lot of pain. My back was really hurting, and I couldn't figure out why. But seeing as we had just moved, my parents kind of figured maybe she's being a little dramatic, because she's angry about the move, which I was. So they didn't pay too much mind to it until my mom noticed that I had developed a limp, so she was looking around for doctors, and then the search for doctors got exponentially fast-tracked when I was in the shower and I leaned over to pick something up, like the conditioner was sitting on the floor of the shower. I leaned over to pick it up, and I felt this horrible, blinding pain, and I fell over, tore the shower curtain out of the wall. Really dramatic, collapsed into the floor, tangled up in the shower curtain. It was really sad. And my parents were like, okay, yeah, no, we definitely need to get her to a doctor. So they took me to a doctor in Winslow, which meant that it was run out of the back of this really tiny, crappy clinic, because that's all that they really have in Winslow. And so they found this clinic, they gave me an MRI, and they said that I had scoliosis, which it turns out it's true now, but it wasn't true then. So they had kind of misdiagnosed me pretty grievously. and I was in a lot of pain, so they put me into physical therapy. And from physical therapy, I kind of learned how to walk again, in a sense, in a way that didn't hurt. Unfortunately, I was no longer able to run, and I have not been able to run ever since. The pain is just too much, so I don't run anymore. I don't walk anymore, but at the time I was devastated because I was a very active child, and I was no longer able to run, and that made me really, really sad. A few months later, I fell while I was at my grandmother's house, and I broke my ankle and my wrist, and that was the last time that I walked, ever. To this day, I have not walked since, because when I fell and I broke my ankle, it never healed. And there was a lot of drama that went along with that, and a malpractice suit we never actually got the chance to file, because one of our doctors said it was all in my head, and that I was lying, and that I was faking it, and that my parents should be harder on me, and that I was a terrible child, and they were terrible parents. And they refused to give me an x-ray, which would have proven that my ankle was still broken, and that my complaints were valid. So that was awful. A very miserable time in my life. We had only lived in Winslow for a couple of months at that point. It was maybe 6 or 7 months, and my father was looking for a new job so that he could get out of Winslow, and my mom wanted us desperately out of Winslow. So we were looking for another house and another job, and 2 months later we found a house in Tucson and we moved. It was a very kind of funny contrast. When we left Colorado in the moving van to drive down to Arizona, it was actually my brother and my father were in the moving van, and me and my mom were in the family van, and that whole ride we would just burst into tears, and we didn't want to go, and we didn't want to move, and we were so sad. Meanwhile, when we were moving out of Winslow, we had music on and we were celebrating. We got sugary snacks. We were celebrating that we'd never have to see this wretched town again. To give you an idea of how happy we were to move. We got to Tucson. Unfortunately, the doctor in Winslow was like, I didn't even want you to have a wheelchair for this long, so they took my wheelchair away. And I was forced to use a walker to get around, which was incredibly painful for me because my legs just never healed right. And my left wrist, which they never x-rayed, was still broken. And so I was in a lot of pain, but I was like, you know what? This is my day-to-day normal life. I can do this. So I went to get up to go to the bathroom. My parents had left to register me and my brother for school, and I stood up and I broke my left femur all the way through the thickest part of the thickest bone in my body by standing up. And it was so painful. It left me in this position where I needed to sit down because I was putting pressure on a broken bone, and the longer I did that, the worse the break was getting. But I couldn't bend it to sit down. So my 13-year-old brother, I'm 11, my brother is 13, he comes running in. He's panicking. He has no idea how to help me. I'm just standing there screaming. So he calls my parents, and he's like, I don't know what's happening. My parents can hear me screaming in the background, and they're freaking out. So my parents are like, help her sit down, put the phone down, help her sit down. So my brother helps me sit down. I am sobbing. And luckily, my parents had already set up an appointment with a new doctor that would be the next day, because they knew I needed my wheelchair back. So they had set up an appointment with a new doctor who could get me a new wheelchair. So luckily, we kind of expedited things, and I got in to see the doctor very quickly. There was no, we searched for weeks and had to go to the ER. My doctor was like, okay, something happened, let's come see her. So I got my first set of x-rays in Tucson, and I met an x-ray tech who I love. He's great. To this day, he is my favorite. His name is John. Shout out to John. And so they gave me an x-ray, and then that night, after the x-ray, they gave me something to stabilize my leg, and And I had kind of, this is going to sound weird, I had adjusted to being in pain. So I was used to it. I wasn't super devastated or miserable anymore, because at that point I had already been with my broken leg. So it wasn't horribly painful, horrifically painful. So we went to an Applebee's, and I vividly remember that it was an Applebee's, and we had the best time. My daughter's leg is broken, but we're having fun. So I had finally gotten a wheelchair back. We were celebrating that they were letting me get a wheelchair. I was super excited. We ate at Applebee's, and when we got home, it was pretty late at night. And there were several voice messages on my family's phone, on the home phone. And the first was from the doctor's office, saying that my results for the x-ray were back, and for my parents to call back when they got home. The second was them saying, the x-ray results are back, we really need you to call us. Please call us. The third was the doctor saying, please call us. We need to talk to you right away. It's very important. The next message was the doctor again saying, our offices are closing. Here is my personal cell phone number. Please call me when you get home. Please call me the instant you hear this. And then the last message was the doctor again saying, okay, obviously you guys aren't home yet, so I'm going to leave a message. And basically the message detailed that my femur had snapped, and that my other bones on the x-ray were so abnormally weak that I was unable to walk, and that they were breaking, and if I didn't come in and admit myself to the hospital, I would continue to break. So I was terrified. I locked myself in the bathroom and burst into tears so that my family couldn't come get me. And my brother managed to get in, and he talked me down. And then he sat with me the whole ride to the hospital. That night I called the only friend I had left from Winslow, and I told her that I was going to the hospital. And I have not spoken to her since, so she must think I'm dead. That's a really morbid and sad thought, but it's true. She must think I died, because what else does she think happened? And I went to the hospital, and I had only lived in Tucson for 2 weeks. I had never been to school. I didn't have any friends. We didn't have any family that was close, that we didn't have any family in town. We had family in Arizona, but it would have taken them hours to come down to us. I was alone and scared, and I had no friends. I had just left behind everyone that I'd known less than a year ago. I was terrified. They gave me an IV, which was an ordeal. I did not want them to touch me. I did not want them to put that needle in my arm. I did not want any of it. So they had a hard time getting a good, clean, IV in my arm. I made it much harder than it had to be. But after that, they basically informed my family that my bones were incredibly brittle and incredibly weak, and they didn't know why. And so ever since then, it has been bouncing from doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor, of a bunch of people telling me, well, maybe it's this thing. Oh, well, it's not that thing. So maybe it's this thing. Oh, well, it's not that thing. And I've had doctors outright tell me they don't know, so they're going to leave. They can't handle my case anymore, so they're going to drop me. I've had doctors ghost me and just disappear from my life with no warning whatsoever. Luckily, right now, I'm a part of a clinic that deals with kids who have osteogenesis imperfecta, which is similar to what I have, but not the same. And so they have kind of adopted me into the fold. And whenever they come in to my appointments, they call me the Rubik's Cube. I am the Rubik's Cube. colorful and fun, but frustrating and almost impossible to solve. So it's a difficult situation for my life to be in. I have broken upwards of 70 bones, if not vastly more. There's a little, like, chart thing. There's a little scale. Let's draw a little scale. Oh, that's really thick. Here. So imagine that's an arrow. It's not an arrow. Imagine it is. There we go. Now it's an arrow. So here's the DEXA scale. So here are most people. This is 0. They have a DEXA score of 0 to 1. Some people are a -1. So in this little range here is most people. My dad is a +1.5, which is super rare. My dad is actually hyperdense, and you don't want to be too far down this line either, because then you can have, like, the cartilage in your ears will calcify and you won't be able to hear. So that's not good either. Most people who have osteoporosis, like, the old people in the commercials, and it's like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. They are a -3 to a -3.5. I am way down here. I am a -9.9. So I am way down there. I break bones by sneezing, hiccuping, all that fun normal stuff that people do that I cannot. So that's what I've got. That's my lot in life. It's not fun, but it's not the worst thing ever either. Yeah, OMG is right. So that's my little, like, medical life story. It's not fun, but it is what it is. Oh, no, don't be sorry. Who's at my door? Hang on. Somebody at my door. Woof. You can handle it. Don't have a stroke. Hello, sorry about that. Is there a medication? There are, but when you hear Boniva and stuff like that, those are typically administered through a series of IV treatments. The doggos bark. Yes. Which is great, because they just scared away some people who wanted to ask me if I'd taken, Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I really didn't want to have that conversation right now. So that was fun. But there is a medication that's administered through a series of IV treatments, and I used to get those, where they would pump what they call pamitrinates into my system. It was... I can't remember the exact name of it. It was something acid, which is amazing to me because they're pumping acid into my veins, literally. And And what it would do is the treatment would go into my body and it would kind of trick my body into thinking that my bones were broken. It turned out that didn't work. It turned out that actually made me worse. It made the slow but inevitable decline of my bone density speed up, which is the exact opposite of what they were trying to do. And it did improve the density of some of my bones. For instance, it improved my arm bones and some of the long bones in the upper leg. It helped with those. But the overall damage that it did to my spine, they thought was just not worth it. Especially because it was very much like chemo, in that I got violently ill whenever I had to do it. I would start vomiting, I couldn't eat. I still suffer permanent damage as a result of those treatments. So they're still trying to figure out something that they can do medicine-wise. I am a patient at the Mayo Clinic, which is always fun, and I am trying to get into the Undiagnosed Diseases Network, and they will hopefully be able to tell me what's wrong and figure out a way to treat it, because so far, they got nothing. But, you have to have a positive outlook, because I am so much further along now than I was even 2 years ago. So I have had an improved quality of life in the last 2 years that I never thought was possible. So I feel like I've got a lot of stuff on my plate. Do I know whether or not it will kill me? No. It very well could. But at this point in my life, it doesn't seem like it's incredibly likely that it will happen anytime soon. So, short of, like everybody else, leaving the house and, getting in a car accident, I should be fine. It's just sort of the way I live my life. I've adapted to being in a wheelchair, and you know what? Yes, I do use a wheelchair right now. I use a Quickie XL wheelchair, and it's bright blue, and it makes me happy. Though I'm getting it replaced in a couple weeks, because it is broken. The, guard between me and the wheel is damaged and very badly cracked. But you know what? It's life. Life is good. I'm not too worried about it. And don't feel like you're overstepping by asking questions. I would much rather people ask me than not ask me and make assumptions. I've had a lot of that too. It's really unfortunate. I've had people who will say to me, how amazing is it to be in a wheelchair? And I'm just like, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, it's got to be so amazing that you never have to walk anywhere. And I'm like, no, that's not true at all. So I have a lot of people who make these crazy assumptions. Also, people who will assume because they see a wheelchair that I am mentally retarded, which I don't understand. I really don't. I'm not. I am actually fairly intelligent, all things considered. So that's fun. I've had people who will come over and they'll pat me on the head. And I'm like, why are you patting me on the head? I don't know you. Please go away. So that's weird. I don't think I'm pulling off this little hairstyle in this drawing. I don't think I'm pulling it off at all. No, I think I should maybe choose a different one because I don't know. I'm not liking it. Alright, let's look for more hair. My positive outlook, I think it's funny when people are like, wow, you're so positive and optimistic. I am, as a general rule, but I'm not always. I have Tourette's syndrome and I'd rather people ask questions. Yeah, it's very easy to make assumptions, but it's also very rude to make assumptions. Because, you know, we're people too. Let's see. It's fine. A lot of these styles of head. A lot of these hairstyles are going to be difficult to draw. But you know what? I am game. Challenge accepted. I'm sorry. So yeah. Let's find another hairstyle. That is drawing. I almost want her hairstyle to be a little dissonant of the Edwardian dress, but I don't at the same time. I joke about my Tourette's because it's the best way of living with something. Exactly. I make lots of jokes that people look at me and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you just said that. And I'm like, why? Why can't you? It's my body. I can joke about it. But it's always kind of funny to see people's various reactions to my face and my life. And I'm just like, guys, it's me. It's my body. I know what I'm doing. Let's try this head style. I keep saying it now. It's gonna be stuck in my vocabulary forever. Head style. Let's make it trend on Twitter. Well, JK. I'm not that popular. Edwardian hair. Head style. Yep. I'm sorry that I'm like really tangential. I still have not eaten this bagel that's been sitting right next to me prepared. Oops. Uh-oh. How did this happen? Why did this happen? Uh-oh. How did that happen? Why did it make it black and white? That's weird. I didn't like that. Let's see if I can import that picture in without it making everything weird. Why does it make this black and white? Oh. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? I mean, okay. I don't like that at all. Okay. My friend is all like texting me like, are you okay? I haven't heard from you since your doctor's appointment yesterday. And I'm like, you know, I'm fine. Should probably let them know what happened yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment. It was great. That was actually pretty boring. Just a doctor's appointment. Nothing special. I like how this kind of like weird heart shape here. I had to use a wheelchair for 10 years because I broke both of my feet playing around while climbing in a tree. You know, I have done some stupid stuff as I was a kid, and it sucks that it impacts adult lives. So I'm sorry that that's something you've had to deal with. I definitely know the feeling, as you know. I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer so that I can work on homework and productive stuff. Adultness. What you could do, test if you like the head styles, to cut it out and put it on the head and see if it fits. That's true. That's true. I could do that. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Makes sense to me. I'm a little weird, so things that don't make sense to the regular world will make sense to me. Okay, let's bring this. Let's bring the little group. Swoop that up. Swoops. Lots of swoopy swoops. Hello. You have joined towards the end of the stream. You should go to bed then. Go rest. Go rest, dear. I will probably... It's actually not as bad as I say it is. Yeah, that happens. For me, it is 4:32 for me. Need to draw her little ear. She doesn't have an ear. That's just weird. She needs an ear. I don't like the way the hairstyle looks right now, but I think it has potential. I should probably stop streaming here soon and just, you know, do adult stuff. Pacific time for me. I am in Arizona, so I'm on Arizona time. Because Arizona doesn't do daylight savings. So we swap between which time zone we're in, which is really frustrating. Because people are always like, oh yeah, what time? And I'm like, I don't know. Alrighty, I should probably stop streaming because I have things to do, but I have drawn Delphine's main body and her outfit. Oh, Kara, goodness gracious. I have drawn her main outfit and her body. So I hope that you enjoyed this stream. I am planning on doing some more in the future. Probably not regularly, because, you know, I have my life, and my life can be complicated, but, have a good morning, evening, afternoon, nighttime, time of day, and I will catch you guys in the next stream.